Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button for everything to do with the new Audi A3, S3 and now RS3. So if you're looking to buy the car and want to know everything about it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and check out the rest of our channel for the most content on this new 8Y generation. In this video, we're going to be giving you an exclusive look at the Audi UK configurator. So it is an internal configurator, which I've used on my last two Audis to basically spec the car up before it's even released on Audi UK's website, right? So I'll post a link in the description if you want to go on there and have a play around, but hopefully you find it useful. It's not going to be as glossy and glammy as what the normal configurator will be, but it'll give you an insight so you can crucially see what optional upgrades you're getting, how much they're going to cost, and a quick look at what your configured car will look like. So with that said, let's jump into it, guys. Right guys, so when you click on the RS3, you get given two options, the Sportback or the Saloon. The Sportback starts off at 50,900. That's the on-the-road price, so by the time you've taxed the vehicle and you've registered it. And then the Saloon is £1,000 extra. So we're going to go with the Saloon just simply because I own a A3 Vorsprung Saloon, so it's my preferred shape. So go down to the Saloon, and then when you go down to the model, you'll see there's three different options. So you've got a standard, or just known as a RS3 Saloon, and you can see what the price is there. Again, these prices now on the right hand side exclude the registration fee, the road tax, etc. So you've got the RS3 Saloon, you can see that starts off just under £50,000. Then you've got the RS3 Carbon Black, which is almost £5,000 more. Then for an additional three and a bit thousand, you've got the RS3 Saloon Vorsprung. So going by what we already know of the 8Y generation and Audi generally, the Vorsprung is going to be the top of the range with all of the assistant packs and features, etc. thrown in. So that's why it's there at the top end. But what we'll do is we'll walk you through the RS3 Saloon at a base level so we can talk through what's included, what's not, what optional extras are available to spec, which ones aren't. So let's just click there. And then you go down to the optional extras tab on the right hand side. And you can see straight away you've got some design packages or equipment packages there. So this is usually where Audi bundle together things which they believe people are going to purchase most often, and it gives you a saving value versus buying each individual item. Is you get the comfort and sound pack and the RS dynamic pack. So the comfort and sound pack's slightly different to how it was on the A3 models. So if we just click the information icon, you'll see it gives you the advanced key, which is basically keyless entry. It lets you walk up to the car, unlock it just with your hand. It will also give you the Bang & Olufsen premium sound system. So there is a lot of debate over whether this is as good as what it was on other cars. But again, check out that comfort and sound pack video if you want to see everything around that. And then finally you get a reversing camera as well. Quite a lot of bit of kit, and something I'd probably say definitely do it, if not just for the sound system alone. So it's there as £1,195. Then you've got the RS dynamic pack, which includes a whole heap of different things. So you get your RS adaptive suspension with Audi Drive Select, so that means you can select the RS different modes from your Drive Select options within the car. You get your ceramic brakes. You also get your top speed increased from the normally limited to 155 up to 180 miles per hour. Do you actually need this? Where would you actually be doing that legally, other than a track, of course? And then something which I think is key. Now, a few weeks ago, I went on a Audi influencer event where we were able to drive all the RS ranges, excluding the RS3 unfortunately, but we were able to drive the RS4, RS5, RS6, etc. What I noticed was the model with the sports exhaust system sounded like what you would expect an RS car to sound like. Those without the sports exhaust system, really lackluster. So I would definitely say go for the RS Sport exhaust if you're speccing this car up, just so it sounds like a proper car and a proper RS3. So it is pretty hefty at £5,500, but you are getting quite a lot of extras included in that. Then you've got your high beams. You can see you can separately include the advanced key as well, separately include the RS Sports exhaust system, and then you have the ability to actually downgrade the seat. So they do a weird thing like this on the S3 as well, whereby I guess it's a case of you can switch them down to the same seats that are included in the Edition 1, basically the Alcantara seats, or now they've started calling them the Dynamica seats, but basically artificial leather, and it costs nothing to downgrade to them. Why you'd want to do that when you can get a fine Nappa leather as standard, I would think it's probably something to do with moral guidance here, whether you want leather seats or whether you want something artificial. But nonetheless, you have the option there. If you really want Edition 1 seats in an RS3, you can do that. Then you get into the steering wheel. By default, you have the flat bottom steering wheel, but again, if you upgrade it to the driver assistance pack, as we've touched on in the driver assistance pack videos, what you end up getting is a full rounded steering wheel, as it has more sensors in there, etc. So if you were to tick that here, although it says £0, it would force you to add the driver assistance pack there. And again, you can see £760 just for the Bang & Olufsen upgraded sound system, which again shows you the value of the comfort and sound pack. Then as you come down into the assistant systems, you can see you've got your adaptive cruise control, your camera-based traffic sign recognition, or all of those bundled in, as well as some other bits in the driver assistance pack. Now, like I said, go check out that video, really thorough demo, probably the most thorough on YouTube if you really want to see whether that pack's worth it for you. Again, you can spec a reverse camera up separately. Now the brakes, you can see there, you can choose different ceramic brakes if you want to stop, if you want the car to have higher stopping power, etc. Again, very pricey options, but again, this is the first time you're going to be seeing how much these optional extras actually cost in the UK. And then you've got some other bits down here, right? So ISOFIX stuff, as well as the warranties. So obviously a lot more expensive than what the A3 warranty is, but expected when it's a race car and a sports engine packaged in one. Going on to the colors then, we'll pick a nice contrasty color. So we'll go for the Tango Red Metallic, and then we'll go back to the Fuse. What you can see here is it'll be a really nice way to see the actual differences. So a lot of the initial release shots showed what people are dubbing the face mask on the front of the car. So I'll just show you that screen and you can kind of understand why they're saying it. So pretty timely for where we are right now in the world. But you've got your face mask, and usually everything else was blacked out a bit too much in some circumstances. So this RS3 Saloon, or the basic version, or the standard version, whichever you want to call it, does actually come with silver trim as well. So you can see here on the bumper vents, you've got silver trims there, you've got silver mirror cap covers as well, right? So you then also have silver alloys as well. Not the best looking things, but yeah, I mean, this is Audi at the best. They're going to be forcing you to upgrade to the next trim to get a better set of alloys. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but not to my personal taste. You then got your lip spoiler in black as well, and then you can see the exhausts by default are chrome. If you went for the RS Sports exhaust, there would be a gloss black finish to them. So pretty cool stuff, worth highlighting. You get the standard lights. So on the £50,000 car, you don't get matrix lights as standard, which means you won't get the animating lights or the animating RS3 special signature on the front or the back. So worth bearing that in mind. On the interior side of things, you do get the RS embossed seating, which looks pretty cool. I quite actually like it, and I'm a fan of this different rhombus formation. And that's pretty much it in terms of what you're getting. You're going to get your Virtual Cockpit Plus, which you can see there. It's a large screen edge-to-edge one with some of the RS dynamic displays as well. So that shows you what the basic one looks like. Now what we'll do is just go back to the model line and select some of the others. So we'll go through the carbon black, see what some of the differences there are. The moment we go into the optional extras, as you can see, again, it's a similar set of options available. So again, you can go for the RS Dynamic pack, you can go for the comfort and sound, advanced key, steering wheels, etc. So pretty much the same stuff. Now that is because the Carbon Edition, again, it's similar to all of the different RSs I drove a few weeks ago. The Carbon Edition is very much primarily a visual difference between the different cars. So what that means is you'll get a lot of extra carbon styling. So what I'm going to do now is actually just fast forward straight to the views, so we'll see the difference in the car. So immediately you can see you've got the black side skirts now at the bottom. You've also got the black wheels, which actually starts looking a lot more nicer in my opinion. You've got carbon mirror caps, so these are actually available on the A3 as well, along with their carbon spoiler, but it's something ludicrous, almost like £2,000 or £3,000 as an optional upgrade. But anyway, that's pretty much the bulk of what you're paying for. So you're going to get the better alloys. You're getting the matrix lights at the front. So you can see down here, you've got the matrix lights. Again, these light up in our RS3 fashion. You've then also got the side vents as well, which are blacked out. Let me see if I can get you a good shot of the back. So you can see you've almost got this Batman style boomerang spoiler at the back, which is in carbon fiber, and then the roof as well is either in a black, it's a bit hard to tell, but either in a black or a carbon fiber effect. So worth noting at this point that neither this or the saloon has the panoramic roof available, so you won't be able to spec these from the start. And this spec is pretty much going to be the same spec that's available on the Audi UK website when it goes live. So expect pretty much how they've done it across their whole range at the moment. Due to microchip shortages, they're reserving the panoramic roofs for the Vorsprung models. That's it, right? So it gives you an idea. You've also got the gloss black badges. You can see RS3s in black, the Audi logos are in black as well. So I really like it. I like the looks of it. But again, you can see as we go back to the optional extras, all of the driver assistance packs are still there ready for you to configure as we go through, right? So then we're on to the last model, which is the RS3 Saloon, Vorsprung, sorry. And as you go into here, you can see it's pretty much, again, giving you the option to downgrade to, sorry, I'm calling it a downgrade, but in my eyes it's downgrading because you're going from genuine Napa leather to artificial. So it gives you the option to downgrade there. And then you can see you pretty much can't spec anything else up here because the Vorsprung will by default have the heads-up display, it will by default have the panoramic sunroof, it will by default have the blind spot indicator, everything you can think of. Pretty much everything you can get on the A3 Vorsprung, you'd assume it to be on the RS3 Vorsprung as well. So that's kind of the idea behind the increased price tag there. Now, when we go into the views, you can see again the RS3 Vorsprung comes with a different set of alloys, which I actually, again, I like. I'm not sure if I like them more than the ones on the carbon, but again, it's got that split spoke, a bit of diamond cut finish and gloss black. So again, it looks very interesting. I do like it. And again, you can see it's got the matrix lights. It's actually got a panoramic roof. So you can see there, that's where the roof ends. And obviously that's on the carbon. This is all one sheet of black or carbon. Again, you get the RS3 sports exhaust built in, all gloss black, etc. So I'm hoping this is going to sound really nice. I did drive a RSQ3 a couple of weeks ago, and the sound was, well, it wasn't worth talking about. Let's put it that way. So again, if you are speccing this car up, guys, make sure you add that sports exhaust. You're going to need it, and you might regret it afterwards, especially as the chances of test driving one of these before you place an order is going to be very hard right now. So make sure you do spec exhaust, especially if you're going for an RS car. Why wouldn't you? And you can see the seats, again, they're similar across the range, so it's the same seats throughout. Interestingly, you can't actually spec, as we've seen in other countries, the accents. So I've not seen an option to spec the accents at the front or inside the car as well. So maybe this is something that will get added on later on. That's how we've seen the A3 slowly evolve over the last year. They've kept on adding more functions, but this to me is what day one will look like in terms of what you can get. Again, just highlighting, you've got the full steering wheel here because you've got adaptive cruise assist and all the other driving aids built into this car. So guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Let us know down below what you think. Do you think this Audi RS3 is worth it? Obviously it's going to have the drift mode, all that cool fun stuff in there, right? So let us know down below whether you're looking to get one and you're in the UK, and whether you found this video useful. Also, those of you with the A3, I'd just be interested to know what your thoughts are on this, because is it worth the £20,000 increase? Obviously you're getting a much faster engine, you're getting a quattro system in there as well, and you're getting a all new drift mode. But is it worth it? Or is it just an A3 with a faster engine in there? Let us know in the comments down below, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.